Two, one. Let's get her done. Yeah. Let's get it right at the right dimensions in here. YouTube, what's cracking, my peoples? Man, thanks for joining me. Took a road trip out of town yesterday with my guy Rye. I like saying that. Has a ring to it, my guy Rye. But yeah, we went out to LCS that we usually go to in Sacramento A1. We went to both locations. Actually, there's three, but we usually go to the Sacramento location and the Roseville location, and we wound up doing that yesterday. And we came away with some good stuff, y'all. Um, Let me say this: um, everybody can stand to learn a little something, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Like, I went to Flying Colors in Benicia, not Benicia, Concord, and me and the guy there kind of got off on the wrong foot because I came in and asked him, if he had any Mylight twos, and he had no idea what I was talking about. Now, as a comic store owner, I thought that was rather odd because I mean, you should be familiar in all things comics. Now, if I was just talking to my buddy that I trade with or that I collect with, and he didn't know what my lights were, then that's something different. But as a store owner, um, he just was totally out of the loop. And when I was explaining to him, I was like, I might even asked in a certain tone. I was like, "You don't know what my lights are?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, well, they're acid free, bags basically." And he was like, "Well, we have because I was asking about my lights and fullbacks. That's what I use on my keys and my good books, the stuff that goes in my BCW plastic storage bin, because again, those are acid free. And all my key stuff, I put in acid free stuff. So I said, fullbacks, they're acid free." And he was like, "Well, we got acid free, boards." And I'm like, "No, you don't really. Um, you're talking about standard boards; those are only acid free on one side." And he didn't know what I was talking about really. So, and another thing, yesterday when we went to A1, I noticed for the first time they have all these signs, all these disclaimer signs on their back issue section saying, "Hey, Discovery Bay, how you doing, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, man. Happy Sunday." Um, well, he had basically yesterday when I was looking through the back issue bins, for the first time, I don't know why, I noticed that they have all these signs posted up, all these disclaimer signs, basically saying, "Do not open the back issues. If you need help, ask for assistance," which I've never done before. I'm experienced in comics enough. I know how to open and I know how to handle comics. Let's put it like that. So I just started noticing because I got you see my stack, and I had to put a backing in most of those because they were just in plastic bags, old plastic bags at that, wrinkly old plastic bags at that. So putting them in the bags, notice that they have two pieces of tape at each end, which is not necessary. Now, if you're putting up all those signs because you're worried that somebody's going to damage the comic book, well, it would behoove you, there goes that word again, to just use one piece of tape. That's all you need, straight down the middle, slightly at an angle so it's easier to pull up. Um, and that way you won't have to worry about tape pulls, which are horrible on comics. If you're putting two pieces of tape on each side, especially without a backing, that means it's unsturdy. You're using more and more extra than you need to, which increases the chance of a tape pull. This just seemed odd for me. These supposed to be experienced professionals, comic dealers, you know, comic movers. You're in the biz. You run a store, for crying out loud, and yet not only do you not have a backing in your boards, you're using two pieces of tape, which increases the likelihood of a tape pull, and yet you still want to put all these sign disclaimers. And I'm like, well, if you're worried about it that much, shit, use one piece of tape and put some damn backing boards behind your stuff, you know. But that's my little rant, and I was just because I had to bag all these. A1 in Sacramento. I mean, their attitude is it's a little snooty to me. I mean, like you can't tell them nothing. I think because they're one of the major chains of stores, um, they kind of have this can't tell us nothing kind of attitude, and I beg to differ. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got all those signs posted up. You're scared for people to open up. But I mean, people want to notice that, and which leads me to something later because I got a book, and because I didn't open it, I'm not gonna go calling you for assistance every time I want to open a damn book. So, which turns out I should have. Like I said, no, normally I wouldn't have. I usually just go through the books because, like I said, I know what I'm doing. But yesterday was the first time I seen the sign. Kind of put me on alert, so I was kind of intimidated to open anything, you know. And so I bought a book. Didn't open it there. When I got home, I noticed some flaws in it that I didn't see before. Rant over. I did get some cool stuff though, y'all. Found this on the rack still, and like I said, sometimes you don't need everybody to vouch for that. It's hot. I don't see these anywhere, so I was happy to get First Print. Still Young Justice #1. Still on the shelf at cover price. I was pretty stoked about that. Brian Michael Bendis goodness. Naomi should be joining the team soon. Like I said, doesn't fetch for a super high amount, but like I said, I personally think it's moving. I don't see it anywhere. They're already on the second print, so there's that. But these are books between two stores, both stores actually. It's getting hot out here already. That's why I was like, let me do this video real quick. I can be like cool again. Oh, it's too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. But Justice League 20, left side. Yes, sir. Finally got it. All I need is the right, and I will be all right. Another Justice League 20, another one in the center. This goes for a strong 15 right now. Strong 15. Sometimes even 20. If, guy gets lucky, but for this is at a consistent $15. Happy to find out for cover. Yes, sir. Now we're gonna start digging in the back issues. Like I said, none of these have backing boards, which was highly irritating to me, especially when you put those signs up, supposedly worried about your books. They take care of them, dummies. Batman 38. Excuse me. This is the variant. This is the Olivier Coipel. Yeah, Coipel variant. 38. This is first appearance of Master Bruce. Although I think they might call him something a little different, but this is definitely key. You guys might want to get this because I think that character is going to be included a lot more in the very near future. Happy to grab this variant. I grabbed these because I know they're coming out with a movie. I said, what the heck, might as well. It helps me, I don't get the main issue all the time, the key issue. I kind of get the ones around it if it pertains to the story. So again, I did that with Carnage, first appearance of Carnage, and did that with a couple other, story arcs. So this is Aquaman New 52 #3 and #4. Trench King. I heard they're coming out with a Trench King movie. So I just thought that would be wise to get. #2 is the issue with first appearance of Trench King, I believe. It doesn't go for very much. I thought it went for more. I was checking on it yesterday. It only goes for about 10, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to get. But like I said, I want to get the story around it, especially since there's a cover appearance. Trench King. Man, I saw them dudes in Aquaman recently. Things is wicked. I was happy to grab these. Real happy because I collected one, and some of these are pretty rare indeed. Art artist. Never seen these covers, and I was thoroughly surprised. This is Aquaman #22. Got it for cover. Josh Middleton variant. And, Josh goes through different styles and everything. Hey, thanks for the 2 people I was watching. I know one is Discovery Bay, my guy, and whoever else that is. Both of y'all give me thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Much love. But Middleton goes through these styles he does. Yeah. Thank you, man. Well, thank you, like I did the cover. But thank you for saying it's a nice cover. Oh, that kind of my guy. It is kind of creepy looking, but at the same time, like I said, he got a style to him. This is one of those unique styles. So I was happy to grab this, help with the run, as well as this one, Aquaman 24. This was a buck more over cover. I didn't realize that, but happy to pay it. Another Josh Middleton variant cover. Raiders! What's up, Hialeah? Right on, man. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Yeah, not doing. I mean, like I said, if you guys are a fan of Middleton, then you know how it goes. These are rare and alone. Shout out to Bad Avenger because he was saying Rebirth B covers are rare in itself, and then plus the Middleton ones. These are kind of sought after. Uh, and yeah, Middleton's a hot ticket. Got Young Blood #1. Yes, sir. Good old life. I never had this as a kid. Always wanted to pick it up, but wound up getting this for $3.50. No, $3. $3. This has a flip cover too on the other side. You can rock both. Doesn't have the card in it. I didn't know I had the card in. Just found that out earlier. Really happy to grab this. Nice condition too. And then shout out to that comic book homie in the chat right here. Follow him on Instagram as well at that comic book homie. It's my guy. That's who I went hunting with yesterday, and he's the guy that found this for me at the second store. We went to the. Gosh, how did we do this? Oh, we went to the Sacramento store first, and then we went to the Roseville store. We vice versa did last time, but we found this. He found this at the Roseville store. He actually already had one. I think he paid 10, much better condition, but I wasn't going to leave this here. And this is what I was saying. Now, had I been able to take it out of the, and I'm blaming it on me to not being able to take it out. Now we live in Disco Bay. We live in I live in Vacaville. Well, actually, both of us live in Vacaville, which is about a 45 minutes to an hour away. Vacaville, Fairfield area, Fairfield, Sassoon. Yeah, I didn't notice this. I should have noticed it because, it's right out in the open. But there was another book. That's what I was alluding to. There was some damage on the back that I didn't. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Dixon is 10 minutes away, man. That's what's up. So you down here sometimes, man. Yeah, hit us up. You should also go to the comic shop, my LCS out here in Vacaville, Boys of Summer. See my man Kevin Brown. Great guy, man. Not the biggest shop in the world, but he treats you right. You can get anything you're looking for. Sans back issues. Not really too heavy on the back issues, but on the current stuff, he got your back. I don't know if this is Origin retold or what have you, but it is key. My man, that comic book homie found it for me. Yep. Not as good as condition as his, but still $5. I didn't want to put it back. Still kind of overpriced, I thought. But well, happy with this right here. Iron Fist #6 in the mix. I'm collecting this run. Some good old John Byrne goodness. Boy, he really needed Terry Austin, though. When he hit it, Terry Austin in the Chris Claremont X-Men days, because the inker that was helping him out in here wasn't Dan Atkins, it's somebody else, but he did not do him no justice. He didn't compliment his work good, But I'm still happy to have it. Like I said, I'm collecting the run. Catch up on the chat. Yeah, you should check yours, homie. Let's call it homie for short. Yeah, love Kev Yalo. That's the man. Yeah, you're right, Hialeah. It does. Especially when, you got your mind on something else and you kind of like in the groove of finding stuff. I was all over the place yesterday. We both were. It was a pretty, very productive day. That stack I got for, I think, 105. Would have been 110, but I had a coupon for $5 off. So, yeah, I think I made some. You could spend $100 on one book. And it could be the wrong book. I mean, like I said, there's no really right or wrong way to collect, but for what I'm doing, we kind of did the damn thing. I got Iron Fist number 10 too. I used to have this as a kid. It's funny. I went into the stores and ran into it was a youngster. He couldn't have been no more than 15, 16 years old. In the back, sorting out all the books. And this guy, I told him it was cool to see a youngster collecting, and told me a little bit about his collection, and told him a little bit about mine, and not to make them the same mistakes I did when I was his age. I told him I actually had, Spider-Man 300, stuff like that. But he seemed to have his head on his shoulders, and he gonna be all right. So yeah, Iron Fist number 10, more John Byrne goodness. Happy to find this, $4. Alpha Flight number 2. There's a first appearance of a couple of things. I think one of their vehicles or flying vehicles, and another appearance of another character. But I really, truly believe. Hey, thank you, Discovery Bay. Really appreciate it, man. Hopefully, I'll see you out here sometime. Just hit me up, bro. You too, man. Oh, that's awesome, man. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. Yep, exactly. So you get excited to find something, get selective blindness. You do, man. Especially when you're not all the way sober. But yeah, I've actually been after this for a while. Hadn't been the right condition, hadn't been quite the right price. But yesterday was pretty cool. Now, I was talking to my guy, Ryan. I really don't know if this is, I think it's one of those cameo full first type of things because we looked up Key Collector. I had heard that Beyonder's first appearance was getting hot for some strange reason. Can't really remember at the moment. But looked up Key Collector for me. They listed Secret Wars 2, number 3, as the first appearance of the Beyonder. Now, on eBay, when I went to go look, just for shits and giggles, they had this and the first listing. I always look at eBay sold. So the first listing they had sold was this as the first, because I typed in the first appearance of the Beyonder. And this popped up in the first listing, but all the rest of the listings listed it at Secret Wars, the first Secret Wars number 1, which actually goes for money. That goes for about $20. Yeah, and I don't know. I actually looked up Marvel Fandom. It's kind of like a Wikipedia kind of thing, and they also listed Secret Wars number 1 as his first appearance. So it's probably his cameo that they're listing. This is the first full, which I give it a little more thought. I do think I vaguely remember something like that, but first Beyonder, whether it be the cameo or full, I'm cool. And I'm really good with this. Like I say, guys, there's really no right or wrong way to collect. But this is how I learned. Each one teach one, like I tell y'all all the time. From watching, what's my man's name? Gosh, oh goodness. Oh, his name is on the tip of my tongue. Oh my goodness, how can I forget this man's name? I used to I used to watch him all the time. He doesn't put out videos quite that often anymore. Oh, JJ for real 2, the number 2. JJ for real, JJ for real, then the number 2. And because I was seeing, how he collects and stores his comic books with my lights and fullbacks. I think he uses current size. I use standard. I got my skills on that. I think from Key Comics Market Watch about sizing, and then JJ for real too. But I use fullbacks and my light 2 standard size. I don't use 2 halfbacks or none of that mess. All you need, in my opinion, is standard size my light 2 because it gives you this border, so that way it prevents any blunting. If you accidentally happen to drop your book, current size, you're just going to catch that. It's going to be snug as a bug in a rug, and if you drop it, unfortunately, you're going to blunt wherever it lands. This, it gives you a little extra protection, a little extra cushion along the border so that you did drop it, it's only going to damage the board. That's why you standard size. Uh, yeah. How would you like? You won't be disappointed. Exactly. Too tight. Yep. On the currents. But hey, check this out, y'all. I found this yesterday for $5. And it is Ultra Mint. I mean, this is a 9.8 candidate all day. You see, I got it in a my light and a fullback already. Uh, yeah, man, super sweet. I've been looking for this for a while. It's always been bad condition or bad price. Um, the wrap is, I noticed the wrap is off on a lot of these, but I mean, yeah, man, $5, you really can't go wrong with that. This book at a 9.8 goes for 150 easy. So I'm super stoked to find that. I mean, super duper stoked. See, high lady, man. But like I said, certain people got certain styles. They got their own preferences, and I'm not trying to criticize or anything like that. But I'm just trying to tell y'all what I do and what works for me, and where I got the idea from. Because it's not like I woke up one morning and just knew what to do. Like I said, I got my education on that through Key Comics Market Watch and JJ for Real too. Found this, another one. I was going to make a move one time at a Bizarro World, another comic store in Davis. He doesn't keep his books. He doesn't take care of them very well. Dirty bags, same thing, no backing boards, any stuff. So it's easy to bend and mess them up. I saw one. It looked horrible. I think it was double this price for $8. And I was like, I'm going to hold off. So sometimes it's good to do that. Yeah, buddy. That's my dude. Comic book homie said F Bizarro. Yeah, that dude is he's a trip, let's put it like that. I got Wolverine number 88. Yeah, buddy. This is a key issue. Because this is the first time Deadpool and Wolverine fight. So like I said, I was gonna grab it for double the price back in the day. It looked in less condition, it was dirty. Glad I held off. Sometimes you wait, be patient, and good stuff will happen to you. Bam, bam. Yeah, buddy. Got another one of these. Wolverine, number 100, the hologram issue. You can see the hologram. Oh, that's tight. Yeah. It's hard to bring that up sometimes, but it looks to be showing right up. Yeah, these are kind of rare from my understanding. I never seen them, so. Yeah, I got my second print of this. Yeah, buddy. You said he hella jealous. Oh, I'm hella jealous of y'all. So, of you, because we did the damn thing. But I'm about to show y'all in a minute. I found this one, to first Venomized cover ever, New Avengers number 35. My second one of these. Super stoked to grab that. Ultra Primo condition as well. So, I can't be mad at that. $3. Yeah, buddy. Cover price. I'm not mad. And then I told you guys we was at the Roseville store, and we were pretty much wrapping it up. Me and my guy, Rye, that comic book homie. Make sure you follow him. Yeah, I mean, I shouted him out on Instagram, but yeah, he got his channel up. I don't think he made any videos yet, but y'all make sure you follow my main man, that comic book homie, right now. If you can, please show some love. That comic book homie. Subscribe to him. He'll be putting up some content in a minute. We was just going over that last night. But as we were on our way out the store, my eyes caught one of the divider folders, and I don't know. I know it's coming. We want them to stay tuned into you, so they'll be, they'll be right up front when you do. As soon as click that bell notification when you pop up that video, they'll be notified and they'll catch you from day one having some fun. So I saw the divider, the top of it, and I called my guy back, and I was like, "Hey, we got to go through this." And we went through together. I want to get 9 of them because it was kind of like you're lucky I love them because, I was like, man, I shouldn't have said that. Nah, that's my dude. Like I said, it's fun for me to go hunt with people. I really appreciate that I'm able to do that because other than him, I had one comic book home, no pun intended, but I had one comic book friend that but we fell out and don't get to see him. Oddly enough, I saw him a couple weeks ago at the A1 store. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You do. So on the way out the door, I saw this and we both went digging. Like I said, he got 5 titles, 5 cool ones. And I got nine of them. And we was joking around and saying we should swap. He got some stuff I didn't get, and I got some stuff he didn't get. But we went in on Atlas Comics. Shout out to Comic Time 101. Those guys, they informed us of Atlas being bought out and whatnot. They're making movies in the very near future. I think it's a little bit more than being an option because they're going straight for the silver screen for I believe just sub you, homie. I'm your number one. Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Hilaire, for that, man. Great guy. Like I said, one of my close friends, man. So you can't go wrong. We don't kick it with no busters. Uh, Atlas Comics, number one. Target. I grabbed all the number ones that I could find. I think he did as well. And it's funny while we was grabbing the number ones, we was like, man, we should probably be getting these number twos and threes, which we did wind up seeing in there. And sure enough, we watched the video again, Comic Towns videos, and found out that some of the issues are indeed like depending on the title, but there are certain key issues, appearances, and number twos and whatnot. So might have to go back. But got Target number one, $3. You can't beat that with a stick. All these range for at least 10 and up. Yes, sir. Exactly. I mean, especially when you find out you got something good. I know this haul is running little longer, y'all, but I got more books today. As you can see, I think it's kind of well worth it. Here goes another number one. And I actually see them, out of all the characters, this I could see them doing this. I don't know if this is Neil Adams, but this is good art. Uh, they had Atlas brought over a lot of good people because they were offering the best deal to people in the comic business than the professionals, drawing, writing. They were trying to buy out Marvel. They're trying to compete with Marvel, so it was offering real good deals in the profession to the professionals to as an incentive to get them to come over. So I know Neil Adams did some covers. I don't know if he did this one, but that's sweet. And this character, I automatically see some of the superhero type characters. I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but this is a no brainer. I mean, you just gotta. I mean, how many movies do they make about guys that are cops, law enforcement movies? So it's not like you really have to superhero them up or anything. Lomax, NYPD number one. Yeah, buddy. It's another guy that shouldn't be too hard to do. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. Hilaire said he got lucky and picked up a few of these Atlas number ones. That's what's up, man. Right on. Glad you did that. Yeah, this seems like a easy character to pull off, to me anyway. Yeah, I mean, they were saying they were in abundance, I guess, but kind of not. I tend to think anything that's this old in the early 70s, early bronze is not really, you know, going to be around, especially with them putting word out and them getting bought out and auction and whatnot. I think if there is any out there, it won't be long before guys like us, myself, and, that comic book homie and Hialeah, we on the mark and we making moves. So people like us to scoop them up. Planet of the Vampires, number one. This I did read was a Neil Adams cover. Awesome sauce right there. Not mad at that. $3. Can't beat that with a stick, y'all. Uh, Comic Con on the way out. Yeah, on the way out, we found those. Yep, yep, sure did. Matter of fact, he was walking away from me. I was like, "Hey, come back here, man! Check this out. Check out what I found." And we was like a feeding frenzy. We was both going in there. He actually is just like, "I'm tired of found," because I was in it already, digging through, and he was kind of like behind what I was getting through. He just pulled out a stack. He was like, forget this mess. I'm gonna get some stuff. But yeah, I like that, man. I like hunting with my homies. With my homies, there was one dude in there who was seeming like this fool was following me, man. Keeks and drinks, what's happening? And my man, Biggie Shaq, what's happening? Thank you for joining me, peoples. I really appreciate you. Much love. Found this. This is one that we actually got. Both of us got. Phoenix #1. I heard them mentioning this. Like I said, these go. Some of them even go for 25, y'all. Yes, sir. Phoenix #1. I think by the third issue, he only looked like this for the first and second issue, and by the third, he was so. They were so trying to be like Marvel and competition with Marvel that they absolutely changed his whole character's get up and look, and he doesn't look like this in the third issue. Put it like that. Um, Happy to grab this. Kid Cody, Gunfighter. No, this is Western Action #1, starring Kid Cody, Gunfighter, and the Comanche Kid. A hell of a title, but it's dope. Me and my dude, that comic book homie was just talking about how much we love westerns. I mean, they should be able to pull this off. Shout out to the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. If y'all haven't seen that on Netflix and y'all Western fanatics like I am, like we are, advise you to check that out. Great movie. Love the way they did the story. Yeah. Happy to grab that. This is another cool one. The Grim Ghost #1. Might be doing something with that. Yes, sir. Westworld. No, I didn't check it out. I didn't actually. I can't remember offhand what that is. I know. Oh, that's what's up, Biggie. You been on the Atlas move too, huh? Good stuff, man. I love to see us making them kind of moves. Got this one. Condition's not so great, but I mean it's black cover and it does have some ticks, but it's whatever. Demon Hunter, always Demon Hunter. This is Demon Hunter. I thought it said Demon Hunter at first, but then I thought it said Demon Hunted. This is Demon Hunter #1. Yeah. I ran out of bags and boards, y'all. You gotta excuse me. These are some of my ones I keep around. I gotta grab some new ones, some fresh to death ones. Yeah, Buster Scruggs is the dopeness. Excuse me. Yeah. Only got two more, y'all. I don't keep it too long. 30 minutes. Long enough to be looking at my mug. Atlas Comics, another one. Hands of the Dragon. And I was kind of specking on this because, Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, is supposed to be coming out soon. They're making a play for that. And as you guys can obviously tell, this would be the direct competition for that. The Hands of the Dragon #1 says, from the Holocaust of an atomic explosion comes the toughest Kung Fu fighter of them all. Origin issue. So, yeah, I mean, if they do decide to go that route, I suspect that this would be Shang-Chi's competition. Or they might, make a move, make a play, and put him out before Shang-Chi. Who knows? Let's just start bringing them back to the original idea of their comic book. What's this? It's a bad board, but this is actually Barbarians #1 featuring Iron Jaw. Kind of misleading with this title, but you can tell it's Barbarians #1 featuring Iron Jaw. I guess he was a more prominent character. Shout out to that comic book homie. He actually picked up #1 of Iron Jaw. Iron Jaw #1. Y'all crazy. Max. Yeah, big hole in the kung fu market. Yeah, like I said, they might make a move and try to get to it before Marvel actually does, even though Marvel's slated to do their thing. So, y'all, man, much love. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. That comic book homie, Melody, Hialeah. Who else did I have on here? Let me go back a little bit. Make sure I shout everybody out. Hialeah, that comic book homie. Discovery Bay, he had to bounce. But yeah, man, much love to y'all. I appreciate you truly. Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody. So, like I said, y'all probably had enough of me. It's a pretty big haul. That's what I got. Not too shabby. I'm pretty happy of it. Get these. Yeah, he said fire on the specs. Perry, yes, sir. What's happening? And oh, shout out to James Watson. He logged on to the chat. I got booted off. The internet kicked me off, but his comments was in the stream when I rechecked it. So James Watson, if you happen to be watching, man, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for tuning in when you did. Thank you all for catching me on the get back. Truly appreciate you. Uh, much love. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in again, my friends. Until then, I'm your man AM, Comics Most Wanted. Each one teach one. Tell your friends about me, and all my best on the hunt, y'all. Uh, hope you get everything that you're looking for. You know. So I'll catch y'all on the next. Peace. And so